Hello guys, how are you today? First of all, happy solstice. Now, whether or not you celebrate the solstice in any particular fashion, the big thing for me is this is the day, well, two things. One, it's very conflicting, okay? Very conflicting. This is the first day of winter. All this freaking snow and cold and crap that I have been putting up with for the last 2 months aren't even official yet, okay? It's just, yes, the bitterness is real, okay? I'm just saying. However, it is also the first day that or after today, the days begin to get longer again. So we are moving back into spring and warmth and a lot more daylight to deal with and not waking up in the dark. And for me, darn near going to sleep in the dark. Okay, that's not quite true, but it feels like it sometimes, okay? Oh my goodness. So yeah, so today's the solstice. So it's always a real shocker that it reminds me. I'm just checking. Oh, we need more of these than I thought. So I'm just gonna go down to the end and keep planting. It's a big shock for me to realize that all of the bull I've been putting up with cold, it was just make-believe. That was just autumn, guys. Okay. It's like, it's been winter for 2 months. We've had snow and blowing and cold and the shoveling. And we did have a really warm day a few days ago, which is quite unusual for this time of year. It was up to 6 degrees and it rained. So it melted most of the snow and just turned, I mean, we had like a foot, you know, mid calf high sort of thing of snow, because we have had a couple of warm days to get rid of some of it, but and then just got cold again, so it's like whatever. So today it's the first day of winter. If you like winter, well, good for you, okay? That's all I'm saying. Good for you. I don't want to discuss it, but good for you. I'm happy for you. I think you're insane, but I'm happy for you. But it is also the first day when the light's coming back, and it's always been sort of it's like what I hang on to stay sane through January and February. It's yes, but look, you know, back in December it was already dark by now, and now it's getting light again, right? So, and I play this little head game with myself through the rest of the winter to try to stay sane. At least it's going back in the right direction now. It's a thing, and it matters to me. Because that's the only way I stay sane in the winter. By February, and I've been saying this for about 20 years, by February every year, man, I'm done like dinner. You know, I start to dust, you know, and you pick up a book and you go, yeah, you know what, I don't need this one. I could sell this one. I could give this away to charity. This one I'd want to pack. I start mentally dividing up my life. Every piece of clothing that I fold after laundry, every dish that I wash and put away, my head is dividing up my life. I don't really need this. I could live without this one. This one I'll want to pack. I'm leaving, okay? I do it every year. And I didn't used to. When I lived in the country and I had horses and my days were spent walking through the bush and feeding birds in the winter and putting feed out for deer and, you know, learning about animal tracks and doing some hunting for my own food. And it was a very different world. And I never minded the winter. I mean, it was always it's always been a little difficult to justify having horses here because there's such a small amount of the year that you can actually ride them. And that's always been kind of a thing in the back of my head that, you know, this is one of the 6 to 8 months of the year that I can't really ride. In the early fall, you start getting rain and freezing. So there's a lot of ice down, and it's not always possible to ride. Once the snow kicks in for real, it's ridiculous. I mean, the horses are just plowing through stuff, and it gets quite difficult. And And then you do get those odd days where, at this time of year, where it warms up enough that everything becomes a sheet of ice. And then you get snow over that. And that becomes a problem because they can walk through the snow, but they hit the ice underneath, and you're ending up with pulled tendons and just issues that could keep your horse lame for a great many months, right through the next summer. So, that's a bit of a problem. And then you get the really deep snow where it's thigh high, which is normal, or hip high on me, which is normal. And then it'll get so cold that it freezes really, really hard. And the top part of it is just this hard crust, and the horses can get their legs cut and sliced, and you just don't ride, right? You just don't ride. Spring comes along, and I use the term loosely, and it's, it melts and freezes and melts and freezes, and then you get 3 feet of snow, and then it melts. And when I say melts, I don't mean it melts down to the ground. I just mean it starts to compact. So now you have 2 solid feet of ice, basically. So you're not riding until May, and that's mud and mosquitoes and black flies, or not less mosquitoes at that point, but lots and lots of black flies. So you've still got ice in places, you've still got the slip, the slipping and the sliding issues to deal with, and you've got a lot of mud, and you've got a lot of black flies, and the horses are going crazy and losing their minds. So, and then by June, of course, it's mosquito season. So you pay for horses a long time here for very small amounts of riding, and that's always been kind of in the back of my head. But I love being around the horses. I didn't have to be riding them to be having a great time. And I had this big, massive tractor I used to plow, various walkways through the fields and keep at least corrals plowed down so that they could be exercised to some extent and stuff like that. So it was, it was a lot of hard work, but I didn't mind it. I liked it. I loved it. The winter was beautiful. It was a very pretty time of year. And then I moved to Sudbury, and it's just like, I just hate this now. I just hate all the things. It's ugly. It's gross. It's just, yeah, it's not pretty. Everything is filthy within 5 minutes of snowing, and it's just hard to get around, hard to walk in, and everything is covered in muck, pollution, sand, gravel, dirt, salt. It's just gross, okay? It's ugly. It's just absolutely ugly, and I hate it. So the first day of winter is the first day that winter is actually going away, because we've already had 2 months of winter. So, but the days are longer. Tomorrow will be, longer than today, and I am freaking thrilled. So the games we play to stay sane. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's a thing. So I'm happy. Today is it's a big thing for me. I think about it all. It's like, oh goodness, yes, thank you. Because by the time the first day of winter arrives, the first official day of winter arrives, I'm already pretty tired of it. I've kind of had enough now, It's like, could we just get on with something else, please? But, yeah. So that's my sign that there is sanity at the end of this long cold tunnel. This long frosty tunnel of darkness and doom is going to start getting lighter. And it's like, woohoo! I'm going to celebrate. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, I'm so happy. I actually get quite happy about today. I know Christmas is supposed to be the thing at this time of year, and it's like, man, it's got nothing. It's got nothing on tomorrow's date. Will be just a tiny moment brighter than today. Oh my gosh. I'm actually serious. I'm joking, but I'm actually serious here, guys. My voice sounds like I'm joking. Yeah, don't even buy into that, okay? This is serious shit. Okay, I need 150 purple things. Carrots, purple carrots. So I'm happy today. And I don't care what the weather's doing. I'm going to say yes, but you're already dying. Oh, you are already history. Your death throes have begun today. So you just suck it up and hit me with your best shot. That's all I got to say. I got this. I totally got this. And now we plant the purple carrots. I can't plant the purple carrots. Really? It's a freaking carrot. When did these go in? Spring, fall, and winter. So any other time but the one that I happen to be in. But look, we started in spring and we just moved to summer and it's warm in this game, at least. What am I doing? I don't know. Wrong button. I am hitting the wrong button. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so what are we getting from these days? We get, this is maxed out. We are now getting 21 and a smudge. What do we get from these? So we got a long way to go, but then we got a lot of leveling to do too. So let's go. I'm just going to go ahead and keep planting these till we get them leveled up too. I've never had these leveled up. I've never bothered before. So this is going to be the time. On the hardest map, the one that gives you the least XP and least cash. That's good. Look, we're over 6 billion. I need to go pay down some more of the those stations. Pop another level on a few of them there, right? I think we should do that. Gosh, excuse me. So anyway, and then my family goes off to other realms for the Christmas holidays. So I'm done. I don't have to shop. I don't have to do anything. It's like, yahoo! While everybody else is running around in a panic those last few days of the pre-Christmas insanity, I'm just sitting back going, oh, I got this. I'm going to watch a movie. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to be recording because I am feeling so guilty for all the recordings I haven't been doing for you guys in the last while. And I know I am not indispensable. The world is not going to change. Nobody's going to have a bad day because Ava didn't get up 2 or 3 recordings today. But the fact of the matter is these people called Patreons who they go to patreon.com. And yes, this is a little bit of an ad because this is the only living and income I have, so it actually matters. But they go to Patreon and they pledge $3 or $5 or in a few cases a whole lot more than that, and they they let me buy food, which is kind of cool. Even if I only eat every other day, man, on those eating days it matters. Okay, and they let me feed my dog, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot, and I feel a lot of responsibility to that. It's like you can't turn your back on these people. You can't. I'm grateful. I am just so blasted grateful, and I feel like I have to do whatever I can, whether that's big or small or important or not. You have an obligation and you have a responsibility, and it really weighs on me when I can't, for health reasons, and ultimately that's always what it comes down to me. I talk about how busy and chaotic life has been lately, but the bottom line is because I just don't have the health and stamina that I used to keep up with it. The life that I've been leading lately, when I was 35, well, actually, when I was 35, I was really, really, really sick with MS. So that's a bad example. Okay, I goofed. The things I'm doing right now that I'm having a hard time keeping up with, when I was 30, even when I was 40, I would not have noticed. I mean, this stuff is just like too easy. It's like, who cares? You just blow through that. It's noon. You're done now, and you get on with the rest of the day doing something, very physical and active and blah, blah, blah. But that's that's not this year. So I do have a hard time, but it's usually health. It's not because my life is any more hectic or special than anybody else's. It's just because I can't keep up. So I do what I can, and I just keep doing it. You get up tomorrow and you do it again, and you try harder, and you get on with it, right? But anyway, yeah, I just don't keep up the way I used to, but I feel I have to try. So not having something online when I feel like there should be really makes me feel like I'm letting people down who are putting their money where their mouth is. They don't have to say, Ava, we believe in you. They show me. And I'm going to cry. I'm getting all weepy. I really, really appreciate it, is the thing. I really, really, truly appreciate it so much. So you do what you can. So this year, when it's all quiet and the family's gone, and I'm not sure what our company, if they're planning on staying here or going on with the Christmas stuff, and that's happened. I mean, sometimes we do have company that comes, and then when Quill and Essentia go off, the company goes with them, and I just have a couple of days, quiet here on my own. And if that is the case, I will be recording like a madman. And actually, if it's not the case, I might be recording like a madman anyway. Maybe I'll just get company in here to chat and make noise with me. Ooh, there's the thing. Oh my gosh, that's actually not a bad idea. If they stay, I don't know. I don't know who's going to be here and who's not. I actually don't know. So, but I'm good either way. Bella will be with me, so we're good. So Bella has decided she kind of likes this, Ava sleeping on the couch thing, because now she always sleeps at the foot of my bed anyway, so that's okay. But right now, you see, she's only, like, I'm sleeping on the sofa and she sleeps on the love seat. And you know what's right between us, on the corner between the two? Her dog dish, okay? So Bella this morning gets up and she's got all this, her little sleepy, mushy face in the morning. She's very cuddly in the morning. And she gets up and she stretches and her tail's kind of wagging and she's looking at me with her cute little eyes. And then she goes over to the dog dish and picks it up on the way to me for a cuddle. And she sits her dog dish on my lap. And then she leans her head down on me for a nice big hug. And she's so happy. She can just go straight into food as she gets her hugs. She has decided that us camping out in the living room together is like epic, okay? She's finding the whole thing really, really handy. The last thing last night, she comes over to say goodnight and she brings me her dog dish. Oh my goodness, it's been she's getting to really quite enjoy the process. She's having a good time. Oh, my puppy. Although she's locked up here with me again and she's not happy. She said, when you're talking and you've closed the door on me, I'm supposed to be eating treats. And you didn't do that. And she grumbles for a while. Oh, my puppy. She's been a lot of fun. I love my dog. But last night, she comes over to say goodnight to me and she boops me on the nose. And then she hands me her dog dish. And she looks at me kind of out of the side of her eye, tail all happy and excited. Any chance of a snack before bed? So I just put it on the floor and she kind of sighs and goes and curls up in the love seat. And then this morning, the first thing, she just picks it up, sits it on my lap, gives me a hug, and then looks at me going, can I get food now? Like, no waiting anymore. It's just, you can feed me even before you go to the bathroom and brush your teeth. Woohoo! She was so happy. Oh my God. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I'll put my dog outside. Thank you for another year of amazingness. Thank you for, I know some of you have been here just every day for years, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. And it's just you're lovely. Thank you for the follows and the thumbs ups, and yeah, you're good people, and I'm happy you're in my life. I'm very grateful. So happy solstice. If you are still putting the last things together for your Christmas holiday, I hope it's going well for you. If it's, whatever, there's a number of holidays that happen around now. So whichever one you're doing or not doing, you might have some time off work, and I hope you find something really fun and enjoyable and memorable to do with that. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.